Hello, world. It's Monday. You know what that means. Yesterday was the Super Bowl, and you know what that means. There were trailers, and we're going to talk about them. I'm Joe. I'm your host. I got a Spencer J. Gilbert and a Billy Business with me today.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Joe?
Hey, friends. It's also Monday, and that means landscaping all around my apartment. So we're going to find out what the mowers thought about the Falcon and Winter Soldier trailer, gang. And speaking of the Falcon and Winter Soldier trailer, let's jump into it. Let's rip this Band-Aid off. What do you guys think about the Falcon and Winter Soldier trailer? Give me your reactions now.
I'll give you a thumbnail reaction face.
Ooh, hot take. Billy, give me your thumbnail reaction take.
I'll do my best movie think.
Ooh, a movie thing.
It was not what I was expecting. I guess I'll say that. I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know what to expect from these shows, period. But it just, I don't know, just like, okay, this seems like a buddy cop comedy, which I guess I thought it would be maybe more tonally Winter Soldier. It feels like it's maybe not from that trailer, but this wouldn't be the first time that a Marvel trailer has sold me on a tone that ultimately the movie did not follow. I'm thinking specifically like Iron Man 3. That trailer was so like bleak and very desolate, and then the movie was not that at all. So who knows? It was fine. I watched it last night, and then I watched it again this morning, and I've already forgotten a lot that was in it, so it didn't stick with me a lot.
Spinny G.
Yeah, it seemed very kind of Marvel by the numbers. Like, I can't count the number of times that Marvel's done the like, is it your plan or my plan? Who's got a plan? I've got a better plan. No, my plan works. Like, shut up. Stop doing that scene. It's not funny anymore. And then they do the just the like, you know, the who's in charge kind of dynamic of the two of them. It's like, are you boys done fighting? Are we gonna get to the business? Like, you just got your butt kicked by a girl. It's just very like Whedon-y and just kind of B minus all around. It's just like I've seen this show and this movie from Marvel. If the trailer is indicative of what the tone of it is, that's a good point, Billy. They've kind of misled you before, but like, I'm also just laying my biases on the table here. I'm not a Sebastian Stan fan. I'm not a Sebastian Stan. So I don't find him. I have yet to find him particularly compelling in a movie, especially when he doesn't have Chris Evans as a BFF. But I mean, I do like Anthony Mackie.
Well, you know. You're not alone, Spencer, because we watched the trailer last night, and my wife was like, I just don't like that guy. I think his face is boring, which made me
he's got a boring face.
Which makes me feel weird though, because like usually most of our fans say that's the person I look the most like. So that made me feel weird. But
look at that boring ass face. Look at him.
Whose plan is it? I have a plan. I agree with both of you. I don't know. It feels like they're trying to do Winter Soldier by the way of Lethal Weapon, but like not with Shane Black's like crackerjack writing. Yeah. And I think this is really going to rest solely on the shoulders of their chemistry. And really the only example we've gotten of their chemistry is that one like funny look to each other in the car in Winter Soldier, like after Cap kisses his niece. And and you know, they kind of do that like or whatever. That's like the only example of interplay we've gotten between them, and all of the buddy cop stuff between them in this was heavily edited. Like that staring contest thing, like sure. that was like Liam Neeson jumping over a fence in Taken 4 levels bad. So I don't have any sense of like, outside of the fact that I like the idea of the storyline. I love the who carries the shield and, you know, all of that stuff that Brubaker started exploring after Cap died in the comics. Like, I don't know.
It's just not to turn this into a rail on the Winter Soldier episode, because I know that a lot of people love him, and your opinions are welcome in the chat and comments below. But it's like, this guy's from the 30s. Like, he grew up in the 30s in Brooklyn. And then he was a Soviet mindless assassin killing machine. You're not like a quippy Marvel dude after that. Like, that's not who you become.
But that's the point, I guess. What that was jarring was like, I feel like they resisted the urge to do that in the subsequent films. Like, if you go back and watch Winter Soldier and Endgame, like, he's very subdued. He's very like, he's not the, like, maybe he cracks a joke once, but he's like, you know, even that scene where he, you know, kind of passes along the torch, or I guess, like, you know, Cap gives Sam the shield and he's just kind of giving the head nod. Like, that's his personality. He's just kind of quiet and hang back. And then you watch this trailer and it's like, wow, you must have like really lightened up in the last 6 months or so, because this, like, it didn't feel like the same characters. So that's why it's like, I don't know, maybe the show is really fun in a vacuum, but just from that trailer, I'm like, that doesn't feel like the same guy that I watched, you know?
I'm there are things that I'm excited about. I love I think the Zemo stuff will be cool. I'm excited to watch him wear that cute little purple mask. And you know, he's a fun actor. I'm assuming that the red hand stuff is there's in the comics, like, Red Skull has a daughter and she like runs a similar kind of group of like Red Skull worshipy kind of folks. So I'm assuming that's what that is. And you know, that could be fun, and I'm glad that Sharon Carter's back and all that stuff. But yeah, kind of and you know, not that WandaVision is the end all be all of trippy TV, but I've been enjoying the It's a Marvel Show Plus.
Right.
We did a fun, you know, of
which is what
WandaVision.
I think these shows have to be. If you're going to stretch out a Marvel movie over multiple hours, then you got to give me something maybe a little bit more than a movie would, which seems like counterintuitive. You think like a movie is bigger, it's better, but it's like, I feel like if you're going to string me along for 8 weeks, then you've got to have something really substantial there. WandaVision, I really enjoyed too, because I like the mystery aspect of like, what is this? How does this all fit? What's going on? And I'm not saying every show has to be WandaVision, but they're selling me on Lethal Weapon, the series, with 2 characters I know, and 1 character doesn't seem like the character I already know. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll watch this, but
And
it's
there was
not.
a Lethal Weapon series already.
There
Yeah.
was. I didn't like it. Some people did. I didn't like it.
Yeah. Well, boys, final judgments on this. Are you going to cancel your Disney Plus?
No, come on. We're all gonna watch this.
Yeah, I think I locked in my Disney Plus for like 3 years at the beginning. So yeah, this ain't gonna happen.
Well, we're a bunch of negative Nellies this morning, boys. Let's talk about some of these other trailers, because it wasn't just Falcon, it wasn't just Winter Soldier, and their hilarious blossoming bromance. We got a little F9. The family got back together. It's just a little taste.
Just a taste. Just a little whiff of F9. Because, boy, I hope this wasn't the main course. Cause I hope they're holding back, as well they should. Because I didn't see huge set pieces short of like some type of magic magnet car technology, which I always appreciate. It's always fun to find new ways to make cars go boom. That was cool. And yeah, and we got plenty of family. And I can't remember, is John Cena is his brother in this one?
Yeah.
And that melon flavored Mountain Dew ad was that part of F9 with John Cena driving the convertible?
It might have been. I think it counts.
I'm very excited for that scene.
Billy.
Yeah.
And I apologize. I don't know. My camera's acting so weird, and I look like I'm in a Tim Burton movie. Hello.
Oh my God. Joe Scissorhands.
Hey, I'm gonna go talk to my corpse bride. I can't remember your level of excitement when it comes to Fast Things and Furious.
Yeah, I think after there's the fork in the road in Fast 7, and I think I went this way, because it's like I did not enjoy F8, Fate, whatever, and Hobbs and Shaw was the straw. I was like, nah, I'm done. I'm getting too old. I'm in too poor of shape to love things ironically at this point in my life. Like it was like, they gotta go to space. I'm just like, I have fun. I'm
Come on,
done.
Billy. There's only like 3 more left. And then
You know what? I took the Paul Walker. I veered off to the other side. I enjoy Fast 7 as a great, like, you know what? That's a great jumping off point. So I'm done with the Fast movies.
Well, Billy, Spencer and I will tell you all about it when we see you again.
We can't leave this life.
That they just keep insisting that the anchor of Fast and the Furious is family. Like, I just see Vin in the background, like when they're cutting trailers and stuff. He's like, "No, this doesn't feel family. This doesn't feel. I can't.
More family.
More family." Speaking of getting old, let's talk about old.
Loved it. That was my favorite trailer of the night. Even by M. Night Shyamalan couldn't dissuade me from being interested. When I saw the like 8-year-old pregnant girl, I was like, what the hell are we watching? What is this? And I don't know. There's no way this movie could be good. There's no way that this twist is satisfying, and yet I really want to see it.
Oh, of course it could. I mean, M. Night's he's a real two-face. You know, you flip a coin and you see what kind of movie you're gonna get. And I think he's had a few decent ones in a row. And I think that the allegedly the Apple Plus series is really good. So he swings big. He has big hits and big misses. And old. Aside from the title, looks really interesting.
That's cold.
Yeah. Oh yeah, cold.
Cold.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
It's a simple premise. What if you got real old real fast? And
it's kind of Benjamin Button-y, right?
But like even faster.
It's Benjamin Button meets The Island, which I like both of those things. Put them into the same movie.
I have made peace with the fact that all M. Night Shyamalan movies are good and worthwhile, depending on what you need from them in that moment. Like The Happening, not good, but very entertaining.
Yes, agreed.
And so no matter what end of the spectrum I think old lands on, I'm going to be very entertained, I think, regardless. It looked bonkers.
Right?
Absolutely bonkers. Like, this looks like M. Night in his, Mr. Burns with Kleenex box shoes. Telling his assistant
to get the spruce moose.
Level of M. Night. So I'm pumped to watch him slowly lose his mind.
Yeah, same.
Ray and the Last Dragon. I don't need a trailer for this. I'm going to see it. It's got dragons. It's got Reyes.
It's got dragons. It's got Reyes.
It looks so pretty. It looks so pretty, you guys.
Yes, very pretty. Full disclosure, I have not seen this trailer yet. So if you want to watch me live react to it, I can just press play right now.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I think it's Raya, but I'm not here to,
Look, I'm from Kentucky.
I'm looking out for you, man.
And I put my long vowels in things. And it ain't gonna stop me from buying one ticket to Ray and that Last Dragon once them theaters open up.
There's nothing in the title that makes me think it's not Rhea, so I'm gonna go Rhea too until I'm corrected otherwise.
Well, while you two live react, I'll talk a little bit about why I'm excited about this movie. It looks really, really pretty. There's dragons in it again. The music looks really good. People who are like, it feels a little like How to Train Your Dragon. I'm like, that's not a problem. Give me more of those. And also, they just released a Studio Ghibli 3D animated film on HBO Max, and it's bad. And so I need something to wash the taste out of that. And I think that this could do it, because I'm still stunned that Ghibli made a bad film. Man, you're like a sphinx right now, Spencer.
Yeah, no, it's good. I like it.
I'm so glad you don't make reaction videos for a living, because they would.
You are no Greg Alba, sir.
Spencer's thumbnail for everything.
It's beautiful. A lot of cute little creature design and babies. The Awkwafina group project joke, I don't know. I guess we just need to live with the fact that like all humor is just things people like saw on Twitter 2.5 years ago, and then they show up in a movie 2 years later. That's fine. It's fine. It's for kids. There
was a side joke on SNL last night, and they all danced on stage to Gangnam Style. So
Jesus, there's no excuse for that. But you know what? This looks really cool, and I think Awkwafina, like she does actually, her voice and being fits the character, even though I didn't like that particular joke. But yeah, I could get a plushie of that kind of roly poly bear thing, and yeah, I'm in.
Yeah,
I like
I'll
it.
buy them toys. Well, hey, let's play a game called can our viewers guess who didn't watch the trailer for Nobody? Hey guys, you guys want to talk about the trailer for Nobody?
Let's do it.
Oh man, I mean, general thoughts. Let me know.
Well, I have seen this trailer.
It was a different. I mean, you probably saw the first trailer, right? If you didn't watch this trailer.
Nope.
Well, this trailer took it to another level.
Yes, it did. It did.
Look, what can you say that hasn't already been said about the Nobody trailer? The Super Bowl one specifically.
Yeah, right.
Everything you love about Bob Odenkirk doing like a modified Death Wish it's great. You love to see it. He's I
mean, that sounds like
he's not the most convincing guy to. I mean, I can see him break bad, but I can't see him break bones because he doesn't look very physically intimidating or like he could kick ass. But this trailer proved me wrong because as we saw, the craziest moment of all when he I'm having my trouble.
Hey guys, you guys want to talk about Coming to America?
Wait, what happened in the Nobody trailer? Did you watch it? Did anyone?
No, I didn't watch it.
I watched it. Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to get you guys off the hook.
Look, lasagna is my favorite food. I love Bob Odenkirk. Put them together. It's a great spot. Can't wait for that movie.
Does he do something with lasagna?
That was like the runner joke of the spot was it's like Dad made his famous lasagna and then he goes and like kicks people in the balls and breaks their bones and at the end it's like, ooh, lasagna. Yeah.
Tight. Does it feel? Let me ask you this, Billy, so I can actually do a journalism.
Yeah.
Does it feel like it's actually going to be like a cool action movie, or does it feel more like airport dad porn? Like,
split the difference. I think this trailer kind of made me feel like it was veering a little bit more, I don't want to say comedically, but a little bit more. The other one seemed very John Wickish, like very, like it took itself very seriously. I don't know if this movie actually does, but I do like the dichotomy of like the guy who doesn't look like he should be an action star being an action star. I mean, for all intents and purposes, isn't that kind of, I know he maybe looked like one, but back in the day, you wouldn't think, Bruce Willis would be an action star in Die Hard. This was a comedic actor, and then that changed the course of his career. So never say never.
Yeah, but the John Wick guys, it's so much like the physicality and like the stunt choreography and stuff like that. And I did just happen to watch the Nobody Super Bowl trailer, and let me report that it doesn't look like Bob Odenkirk is throwing real punches, but they can make up for that by they can do real squibs and they can get a good stunt double to do a bunch of cartwheels or something. But
I mean, I don't even know if that's his MO. Look, if it's just Bob Odenkirk and he's just like, I'm not the best fighter, but I'm pissed off. Like, I think people don't understand that most comedians are very mentally unstable and they usually make the best mentally unstable looking people on screen. So go for it. It could be great.
Should be the Joker. I'm going to argue that until I die.
Who should be the Joker?
Mark Maron.
Mark Maron.
Should just play a damaged, broken Joker that's kind of like Batman. Are we cool? While he's stabbing him with clown knives. Talking about that's a rant for another day. You mentioned the John Wickish description. I want Hollywood. I'm glad Stahelski and his team are getting infinity jobs. But there are a million different stunt teams in Hollywood. So if you want things to not look quite exactly like a John Wick movie and want to do a cool action movie, take a chance and hire one of them. There's like they ushered in this amazing action renaissance, and I don't want them, because of the success that is duly deserved to them, to be also what burns it out. Anyway, sorry. Coming to America. I don't know if this is going to be funny or not, guys, but I was pointing and clapping at every familiar thing that appeared on camera.
That's what they're hoping for, Joe.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need it to be funny. We just need you to remember that you liked the first one.
I'm an absolute, look, Rads and I made sure that we went and ate lunch at the Coming to America pop-up restaurant at
Yeah, I
Fat
remember
Sal's.
that.
Owls, yeah.
And I'm so excited. They went to the barber shop and they were there. And they
Look,
haven't
mathematically, statistically speaking, comedies that have a large gap between the original and the sequel don't fare so well.
No.
Zoolander
don't.
2, Anchorman, like
Dumb and
Dumber. Oof.
Yeah.
So I hope for the best. I always want the best for Eddie Murphy in any. I wish Pluto Nash was a huge success. It wasn't. But I want the best for that guy. So I hope it is. But again, it's on Amazon Prime, so I don't know if we'll even know if it was successful or not.
Yeah. I mean, we'll know in our hearts, because we'll either be laughing or we won't.
True.
Yeah. And I hope Eddie cares and he's not doing it for a paycheck, because I was always in awe of Eddie Murphy's stated reasons for not making comedy and movies anymore, which is that he was done, and that's okay. Mm-hmm. You can stop making the same. You can stop. You don't have to keep making sequels to the movies you made as a young man. Like, it's okay.
I got Daddy Daycare, so I'm happy. Like, that is
the one thing that makes me hopeful that it's old Eddie, coming in and caring, is how hard he apparently has worked to make sure that everyone was back. Like, from what I understand in reading interviews and stuff, like, it was Eddie Murphy who was like on the phone with the Flower Girls. That was like, great. It's important that you're here.
I pointed and clapped throughout the whole thing. So I am excited for this.
Like
Billy said, there's a bad history of comebacks to comedy franchises after a long layoff. And
not impossible. Someone in the chat just mentioned Borat 2, which
that's true. Yeah.
That's true. But also, like, Borat is so topical that, I don't think Borat 2 would have happened if Trump hadn't won the election and we had been through those 4 years. So it's like, I kind of put that in a box, but sure, I'll take it. But statistically speaking, you get a Zoolander 2 more than you get a Borat 2.
Yeah. I mean, my grandma has knitted that on more than one pillow. Big
pillow.
Hey, you like this show? You like us talking about pillows?
It's a body pillow.
Hit those bells. We get enough likes. We'll do a whole body pillow episode. Actually, I guarantee this. If this episode gets enough likes, the rest of this week, everyone who is on SJU will do nothing but talk about body pillows, the origins of body pillows, their favorite body pillows, the process of making a body pillow, selling, controversies around body pillow content for the next 2 weeks. Everyone that's on SJU.
Well, what's enough likes, Joe? I mean, give them a number.
50.
50
likes. 50 likes, and I guarantee you the guest of SJU.
We're at 90. So.
Everyone who's on SJU moving forward, nothing but body pillows.
It's the only body pillow show.
I guarantee you. Hey, let's do.
Is that what the My Pillow guy sells?
Yeah. That would be the best extra step. Hey, whoa. My Pillow / movie producer, pal. Put some respect.
When's that review?
On the
cowards.
Can we do the honest trailer for that?
It's already honest. What could you say? No lies detected.
Oh God. Hey, honest trailer commentaries tomorrow, and I'm really excited about tomorrow's honest trailer. So make sure you check out honest trailer commentaries tomorrow. And then
do I know what it is? Can you give me a hint? I don't think I know what tomorrow's honest trailer is.
Spencer, hint him.
Oh, a hint tomorrow for honest trailers here. A trailer that is soothing to the ear.
Well done.
I'll bug you on Slack later. I don't get it.
Well done. And then, of course, WandaVision reviews with Roth and Eric on Friday. So make sure you go check out, obviously the big crazy meme generator episode was they reviewed on Friday, and they'll be back for episode 6 this Friday. Speaking of Marvel people, we got a little news roundup. So I'll get your hot takes, and we'll pump through these kind of quick. Story number 1, Kevin Feige says no Marvel Star Wars crossover. This is via Yahoo Entertainment. Yahoo asked Feige about a potential Marvel Star Wars crossover project, and he said, if you ask me, if anything, we're talking about right now Sorry, I'm going to say this
Try
correctly.
that as emphasis again. Yeah.
If you ask me, if anything, we're talking about.
I'll take this one, Joe.
Spencer, read it. I can't do it. Can't do it.
If you'd asked me if anything we're talking about right now was in the realm of possibility 20 years ago, I would have said, I don't think so.
Feige said to Yahoo during a recent interview from
That was not the way I thought that quote was going to go based on Joe's 3 attempts.
God, this is my job. But I really don't think so, is what he quickly added. I don't think there's any reason for it. Do you guys think the crossover is inevitable?
No, does anyone want that? Is
No.
anyone like clamoring for it?
I mean, I certainly don't want it.
I like tacos and I like ice cream. I don't want taco ice cream.
No,
so-
You
hang
don't
on.
want a Choco Taco? Come
Yeah,
on.
I
Choco
don't.
taco.
No,
You've
I
never
don't.
had
I don't.
taco?
That's no. I don't want like ground beef and cheese and cookies and cream in a shell. No, keep them separate.
But what if the Hulk
No, stop.
had like a helmet with a lightsaber on it? Like a
like a
Think about
like
how
a
much
dildo
jewelry
coming
it's
out of his forehead.
yeah.
He's like a unicorn.
Yeah.
No, I don't like it.
Yeah, I
Church and
think
state. We got to separate the church and state. All
that'll
right.
be-
We worship at Star Wars. We work at Marvel.
It's too much to show for all at once. Yeah, that's a terrible idea. So I hope he's telling the truth. Blade got its writer. Stacey Osei-Kuffour, who was a story editor on Watchmen, is going to be writing Blade for Marvel, which is dope. She also won an Emmy for Pen 15, which we love, and she was a story editor also on Amazon's Hunters. She's going to be the first Black woman to write a Marvel movie. That's a hell of a resume. Watchmen and Pen 15. I'm in. I'm sold.
Yeah, definitely. I'm so curious about this Blade movie. I have no kind of direct. That's the thing with like the MCU. Or at least I've talked about for years. It's like you kind of know what you're getting with the Marvel movie. Yeah, you're gonna get some little surprises and tweaks here and there, but I have no idea where a lot of this kind of stuff is coming or going in the future. So this Blade one is a real big question mark. I have no idea if it's going to be as dark, as violent, but I really love the Watchmen series, so at least it's going to be interesting.
No, it's definitely gonna be weird. Spencer, new Blade.
Yeah, it seems like a good hire for a writer. That said, for me, it's kind of no Snipes, no likes. He is Blade to me. It's like it'd be like recasting Iron Man for me or something like that. Like he is just so paired with that character. And who's playing Blade? Is it Mahershala?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, fantastic actor, but there's a certain kind of like charisma and perhaps craziness to Wesley Snipes that I don't think Mahershala, even in the depths of his powers, can channel. So I think it'll probably be a different take on Blade, and I just don't think he could ad-lib something like "Why you MFers gotta ice skate uphill." I just don't see Mahershala Ali having that kind of scrambled eggs in his brain to pull that line out of the ether. And I think that's part of what I love so much about Blade. And
something that sort of scares me is before the Wesley Snipes movies, Blade was like a dumb kind of Robin Hood, British, wearing. I don't know, like he's not Blade in the comics before Wesley Snipes comes along. He's not requesting knowledge about MFers and their tendency to ice skate uphill. Like he
had a real dumb costume.
Yeah, he's had a dumb costume. He's really lame. God, there's some diehard '80s Blades fans that are gonna come for me. So I'm praying they don't go back to that. So it's tough either way. It's like either you go pre-Wesley Snipes Blade and go, oh, actually we're adapting the original source material a lot closer, or you parallel Wesley, which is also impossible.
Yeah, it's a losing.
They also, I don't think Whistler was like a thing before that movie. Like he didn't have that like mentor. My knowledge of Blade before the Wesley Snipes movie came exclusively from Spider-Man the animated series when they were hunting down Morbius, where he had his very dumb costume and was not that cool. So there's only,
and you're more well versed than me in that case, because those movies are the only.
But there already was another Blade. Did you ever watch Blade the series that like took
Spike
place.
TV one.
Yeah, with Sticky Fingers, GAZ. It was, I don't know what his real name was. He only went by his his artist name, which was Sticky Fingers, who played Blade. He was fine. It was a fun show.
I'll be
check
jealous
that
of
out.
musicians that
Don't check it out.
acting forever.
Don't check it out. It's not good.
I think that's the way to go, is to go into music first and then go into acting, just so you can like keep your name. Like I'll forever be impressed that Queen Latifah has always just been like, I'm Queen Latifah, and that's it. And people are like, you don't want to be called Beth? She's like, no, I am Queen Latifah. Put it on the billboard. It's just impressive. Blade. I was going to say something else about Blade, and I lost it when I started thinking about Queen Latifah. She'd also be a good Blade. Or you know what? Screw it. Everything's multiversy now. Just bring in Wesley also, and give me 2 Blades.
It doesn't need to star him, because then, you know, I know, just like, you know, what were we just talking about? The kick-ass Better Call Saul movie. Whatever that one is. I know it's just making fun of old people not being able to fight. Yeah, which is coincidentally not called Old. But just like maybe they can get a cameo, or like he can be like hand off the sword to the next Blade or something like that. But if he's truly not involved at all, it'll be sad.
Yeah, he's got. I mean, they got him on What We Do in the Shadows.
There you go.
He can show up here.
Yeah.
Let's see here. And then, okay, sad news. You know, Christopher Plummer passed away. He was 91. I mean, saying that this man had an incredible IMDb and resume and legacy is a huge, like, absurd understatement. If you're not familiar with a lot of his classic movies and stuff like that, it's worth drawing a few of his older films out of a hat and giving them a watch, you know, this weekend. Highly recommend it. I mean, I associate him probably the most with Sound of Music and The Station. But I mean, just a hell of a legacy.
I mean, anyone that can go from like Sound of Music to playing a Klingon in Star Trek Undiscovered Country, all the way to, honestly, I don't know what All the Money in the World would have looked like without him. Like, I can't imagine anyone else being that role. It's just like you said, like an amazing legacy, an amazing career. He kind of, I think, by replacing you know, the devil in that movie, that he kind of had like this late career resurgence, which was kind of cool for him, you know. So he lived a long time. He lived a good life. He left a hell of a legacy behind. Like, I don't know if you could ask for anything more.
Well said. Spencer J.
Yeah, I loved him in so many things. Beginners is a movie that makes me tear up. It's so he's just such a sweet guy, and it really shines through in that performance. And like a 70s one that I really appreciated was The Silent Partner. It's this cool like cat and mouse bank robber movie he was in with Elliot Gould that you should check out if you're going through his filmography. But yeah, like Billy said, multi decade spanning, and nobody had really a bad word to say about him. So that just speaks to his character, and we all recognize his talent.
Absolutely. And you know, I don't mean as a joke. I know a lot of like younger and newer film fans. I hate the idea that some people might just be like, oh, that's the guy that they would hire to replace Spacey, or you know, or only knew him from Knives Out, or so any of the films that we mentioned are awesome jumping off points to really kind of get into to Christopher Plummer and his career and his on-screen legacy. So go watch. Well worth your time. Absolutely well worth your time. Got a couple of good AMA questions. Jared Johnson asks, Mortal Kombat is coming out in 2 months and still no trailer. Is this a sign that WB has no faith in the film?
I'm going to say not necessarily. I'm going to point to one specific thing. I remember back in, I think it was 2011, someone can fact check me. It was like 2 months away from coming out and no one had seen or heard anything from X-Men First Class. we knew it was coming,
Mhm.
but all that had come out was like a poster with the big X on it. That was it, nothing else. And I was like, oh man, this thing's doomed. Like the fact that they're hiding this thing it's got to be awful. And I loved it. It was such a great kind of like shot in the arm that franchise needed. So it doesn't always mean good things, but it doesn't necessarily always mean bad things either.
Yeah, I think they just are probably finishing rendering the viscera that flies out of their guts when a scorpion takes off his mask and chews into someone's sternum. So it's probably just taking a little time to put the finishing touches on that.
Yeah.
And yeah, seriously, it might be like the stuff that's cool isn't done yet, or is so gory that they're like considering like, how do we make a trailer out of this? Because they're billing it as like the real Mortal Kombat experience.
Yeah, which oh god, I'm excited about. And also, everything's still wonky. Everything's still up in the air right now in terms of release schedules and stuff like that. And quite honestly, there's a good chance that they're like, if we're going to have to push this back again, do we want to release a trailer now for a movie that's going to come out TBD? And then like interest is going to fizzle and that kind of thing, or do we want to try to keep this trailer paired with like a release date that we know is coming? Once everyone has said get over here to the vaccine and had it injected into their bodies twice, which not an exciting answer, but I kind of think that's probably part of it. Slavin Rock asks, in honor of the Super Bowl, what is the best cameo or acting performance by an athlete? I gotta go. Look, I don't know if the dude's the best person in the world, but one of my all-time favorite SNL sketches is Peyton Manning in that children's charity.
Oh yeah, that's great when he's firing bullet passes into those kids' chests. Yeah, it's great.
Just being horrible to those little kids and throwing a ball at him, and he makes a kid like stay in a porta potty and is like yelling, "I don't even want to look at you," at a kid. It's hilarious and it makes me laugh every time I watch it. So I think that's got to be my.
Yeah, I similarly, I'm sure there's good ones, and yet the only one that's springing to mind is Derek Jeter's SNL sketch, Derek Jeter's Taco Hole, which to me is always the lyrics that come into my head when Kokomo plays. That's where I want to go. Derek Jeter's Taco Hole.
Oh man. Full performance. I was very surprised by LeBron in Trainwreck. I thought he was very good in that.
Kevin Garnett in Uncut Gems. He was
good in that. Yeah. And then in terms of just like a quick cameo that for some reason I just think is flawless. King Griffey Jr., Little Big League, nailed it. Played himself, nailed it.
And also there is that that wonderful episode of Baywatch where all the main eventers from WCW show up to start a scuffle on the beach, which is just really classic golden age television that you should seek out if you haven't seen it. Any other? That's a really good mix of sporty things. You know what?
There's like it's Kareem, right, in Airplane.
Yeah. I'm the co-pilot.
Yeah.
I mean, given what he had to do, I thought Michael Jordan was just fine in Space Jam. Like, there's only so much you can do with that, and I thought he carried a movie.
He could have shown a little bit more surprise that cartoons and Bugs Bunny were real and wanted him to play basketball. He was like, okay, Bugs.
Hard disagree. I need Michael to buy it so that I buy it. If Michael says it's okay, then I believe it's okay.
Bugs wants to be like Mike, not the other way around, Spencer J. Gilbert.
That's true.
I am excited about the new Space Jam, though, because of Trainwreck. I think LeBron's really funny in that movie. And definitely a few clicks up from Jordan, acting-wise.
I agree. I think LeBron has a little bit more natural charisma on screen.
Yeah. I'm definitely excited about that one. And then let's see here. Rob Turner asks, what other film should Zack Snyder do a cut of? Mary Poppins? ? With mech suits and machine guns?
Wait, is it he gets to do an extended cut of someone else's movie?
Let's say, for the sake of conversation, it could be whatever you want. An extended cut of an existing movie, or what existing film do you want to see Zack Snyder do his version of?
There's no good answer for this.
Yeah, the My Pillow Guys movie. There's the Battlefield
Okay, I
Earth.
got one.
Yeah.
A movie franchise that I actually really, really liked that I just thought maybe could use a little bit more teeth was The Hunger Games. I think if you let Zack Snyder just go in and maybe do some of the arena stuff for The Hunger Games, I think that could be really cool.
I'll buy that.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Yeah, I would definitely watch Zack Snyder's Hunger Games for sure.
I'm gonna.
No, let me rephrase. He's just recutting the arena footage to be Zack Snyder-y, but the actual like people talking and having emotions and feelings and story is still
okay. Got it. I'm gonna go with because I also think if they're ever going to try to revisit this franchise, it needs some oomph, and I think putting attaching Zack Snyder to it would just give it the the Vero CrossFit energy that it needs. Underworld. I think is there more to do with that franchise? Do they have more to say? I don't know. But I think Zack Snyder doing a weird vampires versus werewolves with "Wake Me Up Inside," like playing every form.
Yes.
I'd watch it, man. I'd absolutely watch it. It doesn't need to be deep or make you think. It's hard to screw up the message of werewolf fight vampire. And I think Zach's the man for it.
I think he should do, my choice is Equilibrium. I want to see the Snyder cut of Equilibrium because that's basically a Snyder movie. It's like,
which one is that one?
It's the one where Christian Bale can't show emotion, but he can do gun karate.
Oh, yes. That was like early Christian Bale, right?
Yeah. I think that's begging for a Snyder cut. I want that movie to be longer. I want there to be less emotion, and I want there to be more gun karate. So sign him up.
Not while I'm drinking, please.
Okay, I think solid answers all around. Good show, you guys. Good show. You guys feel good?
Feel great.
Yeah, I feel like I want to watch Space Jam again right now.
Heck yeah. Well, before you go watch Space Jam, I gotta do this, and then I'll let everybody go watch Space Jam. I'm moving to a different lunch table in the Fandom cafeteria. I don't know how to do this. So over on the tabletop D&D side over at Fandom, like an opportunity opened up for me. So I'm moving lunch tables. I'm not going to be at this lunch table a lot for a while because my other lunch table is really busy. But every now and then from my new lunch table over in the dice rolling elves and dwarves realm, I'll kind of like glance over at like Billy and Spencer at my old lunch table. And we'll make eye contact in passing sometimes, and like I'll awkwardly walk over like to them sometimes, like put my tray down and be like, "Billy, I'm like, you look really cute with bleach blonde hair," and we'll connect or whatever. But if you want to keep hanging out and supporting Joe, go subscribe over at D&D Beyond and Phantom Tabletop on YouTube and on their Twitch. Sorry, I don't know how to do these things super well. I'm actually introducing myself to that whole community tomorrow. And to be super candid with you guys, I'm very nervous about it. So if you guys want to get up in that Twitch with us tomorrow and just send me some good vibes, I'd absolutely appreciate it. I'd appreciate you guys having my back katana style. I love you boys very much, but in the words of how Daniel Radford described it, I'm going to leave my family to go cheat with my mistress for a while. Mistress being Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, we love Joe to the end of the earth and back, but man, they need Joe's help. So we're sending Joe. Joe's being deployed to D&D Beyond, and yes, please go over there and like and subscribe, especially tomorrow, to give him a nice welcome boost. And you're not dying. I do assume that you will be able to pop in, but you'll be the rock of D&D Beyond and the spice of SJU and Screen Junkies.
Between us girls, I will continue to send Spencer joke pitches. Whether you read them or not, I don't know. I'll keep doing it though, just because it'll give me some familiarity, but yeah.
You'll actually be like The Rock because you'll go make other stuff and then pop back on once every 7 years.
Yeah, true. With like a big inflatable my name, and then I'll hit it with a blowtorch or whatever
Yeah,
it is.
exactly.
That said, it's not a weird, teary goodbye thing. I'm still at Fandom. I'm still around. But I love you guys, and I hope very much you'll come jump into this weird new venture with me. I'm really excited about it. I'm really nervous about it. But I also haven't been like excited, nervous, happy in a good way in a minute. And I think that's always good for folks creatively. So I'm super pumped. And yeah, let's go watch Space Jam.
YouTube.com DND Beyond.
Yeah, it's in the description. Links.
Oh, great.
A bunch of links are in the description. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go be Edward Scissorhands. What's wrong with my face? Bye, guys.